Hello, hello, hello. It's Kyrie here from Thermolish, and it's another one of my Friday night festive Facebook Lives. So welcome, welcome, welcome. If you haven't seen me before, I do a Friday night Facebook Live each week, bringing to you inspiration that you can actually cook in your Thermomix in your kitchen. So if you're stopping by, please say hello. If you're watching in replay, hashtag replay. But tonight we're going to do one of the last dishes before this big day. Christmas is almost here. Can you believe it? Couple of more sleeps. So we're going to do the Festive Camembert Wreath. And the reason why I've chosen this is because it's a great starter to any gathering with lots of friends and family about. And I'm believing it's easy to do. It seems very simple. I'm going to admit it. I haven't actually made it, but it's new to the Cookidoo and lots of people have been making it online. So I hope you've seen it. So please say hi if you're jumping on. So it's on Cookidoo. It's an Australian recipe, really easy to find. So we're going to pop in a couple of echallots to get started. Oops. Jumping ahead there, aren't I? Popping on my lid. And we're just going to chop those up for 2 seconds on speed 5. And we're just going to give that a scrape down. So I'd love to know what you've been cooking for Christmas. So pop in the comments where you are from and what you are cooking this Christmas. Now, what do you think it's going to do? Do you think we're going to get warm weather on Christmas, or is it going to be rainy like tonight? I'd love to know what you think. So now we're going to pop in some butter. So I've diced all that up. It's really important that you do that when you're cooking in your Thermomix. Popped in the butter, and now without the measuring cup, we're going to pop on the lid. So we're just going to cook that off for a couple of minutes. What else I've got out here is some frozen what are they called? Not cranberries. I have forgotten. It will come to me. Why can't I think of it? Anyway, and I've got some cranberries. I've got some fresh thyme out of my garden, some salt and pepper, some sugar, and this. So this recipe is based on like pizza dough. So you make your pizza. I've made my pizza dough already just to try and fasten things up for us. You could do the same if you wanted to, because in the 10 minutes that's cooking a few things off, I'm going to be rolling out the pizza dough. So say hi if you're watching, if you're on here, if this is your first time, give me some love. Be nice to know that I'm not the only one on here tonight. And I'd love to know what you're cooking. So, frozen cranberries. Thank you, Hannah McKee. I just had a total mind blank. I think I've been having a few of those with all the Christmas stuff happening. Just so much going on. So what have I cooked today? I made my one of my fruit cakes. I do 2 every year as gifts. One to the whole family and one to my brother. I've actually got my mince pies on the way. So the pastry's made. The mince, fruit mince was done a few days ago. I've made fudge. I've got Rocky Road to do tonight after we finish this live. So yeah, just a few things going on. And then tomorrow, of course, I will be making my mini pavlovas. So tell me what you have for dessert. What's on your table this Christmas for dessert? Or maybe it's a savoury dish. I'd love to know. Please share, because this actually helps to inspire other people to give things a go. So yes, I have been putting up every day a recipe of the day to try and help you get along with preparing for Christmas. Alrighty, so now what we're going to do is pop in our dried cranberries, or cransons. Hannah, you've been cooking tomorrow, your cooking day. Yeah. I've already got 3 mojito cheesecakes ready for dessert, and I'm on track. Oh, wow. Cool. Okay, so we're popping in the cranberries and our frozen cranberries, and our cranberries, cransons. I'm having a wonderful night. Getting things all messed up. Alrighty, now we're just going to pop in some sugar. So we're going to put in about 80 grams. And of course my scales are not tiered, so I'll just do that now. I'd love to know if you all will be cooking tomorrow. Goat's cheese and caramelised. Oh, mille-feuille. Just love the pastry in a mille-feuille. Sounds delicious. Hannah, can I come to your place? Though, I must admit, I shan't complain. The food with my family is pretty darn good too. So we're just going to pop in some port or some red wine. Whatever you've got on hand will be fine. And some sea salt and some pepper is the next bit. Just popping that in. And some fresh thyme. Just going to pull that off the sprig a bit like you do with your rosemary. Yeah, Hannah, I've got a bit of cooking to do tomorrow as well. Do I just need two? Yeah. So it should be good. I'll keep you all informed as the day progresses. Oh, you're at Threadbow. Oh my gosh, how wonderful. That's awesome. All right, go put my lid on. Beautiful. Alrighty, so I'm just going to clean this space up because as you all know, I have the tiniest kitchen in the world. But hey, that doesn't stop me from cooking up a storm in this baby, that's for sure. So like I said before, the recipe says to do the actual pizza or the dough, but it's just a pizza dough recipe, to do that next. But I've done that so that I can... Oh, hi Janine, how you going, lovely? Even I was a little bit late tonight, don't you panic about that. So I'm just going to use my glider board to move this baby just out the way a little bit. And I've had my dough proving already. So what I'm going to do is go into my recipe detail, so I'm not doing this wrong. And I'm going to start the assembling. So it says to preheat your oven at 190 degrees. And then what you want to do is unravel your pizza dough. Hannah, is it raining down at Threadbow? Because it's absolutely bucketing down here in the Hunter. Absolutely bucketing down. Crazy. I can't believe we're in December. I don't think we've had a summer day at all in December. Been in the kitchen all day, Janine. Oh my gosh, your vegan mayonnaise looked amazing. So I've got my dough here and I'm just going to use my bowl scraper. If you haven't got one of these, it's really great to add onto your next mix shop order. They are super handy for scraping your bowls, but also for dividing your dough up. I've used it so much since I've had one. So now what we're going to do is kind of get this into a bit of a circle. So I do have prepared, got my rolling pin to do this. And what I love about the Thermomat is it actually has the measurements in the circle drawn on our mats. So if you've got one of the older ones, unfortunately that's not the case. But the ones that have been around for a couple of years now, when I say older, like I've got a Thermomat that I've had since I got my first Thermomix 9 years ago. So it's sunny. Are you serious? Will you enjoy the sunshine? Because it ain't sunny back here. Alright, so what we're doing is I'm rolling these out, and I was getting back to the Thermomats. The Thermomat that I've had for 9 years doesn't have the circles drawn on. It's got the measurements down the side, but these having the circles on the mats just make it that little bit easier for us to be rolling out pastry and all that sort of stuff. And maybe when I first got my Thermomix, I probably thought I would never make pastry, but now I do it all the time. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I've got my nice circle I'm going to pop that onto my trusty pizza tray here. Except for I need it to be on there nicely. Let me just spread that baby out. Pretty much it's the size of your pizza tray. You know what, I know lots of people have been making this dish and it's been super popular, but I haven't had the time to even sit down and watch somebody else's video on how they did it. So I thought, you know what, maybe you've seen this dish made by somebody else in the last few weeks, and that's okay, but there's been so many rave reviews about it. I thought, what the heck, I'm going to give it a go, and I'll show you guys, because maybe you haven't seen it either. Maybe you haven't had the time. And for those watching in replay, thank you so much. I know a few of you reached out and you asked during the week, would this be recorded? All of my Facebook Lives are easy to find. You can actually find them in the video section on my Facebook page. I've also got my YouTube channel, so you can go to Kyrigid, Thermomix Consultant, Thermolish, and check out things on my YouTube channel. Alrighty, so that's the second layer. How are we going for time? Let's have a look. Oh, we've still got 5 minutes to go. That's cool. Alrighty. Put this down. I drag this out. This book, even though I use Cookidoo all the time, I think I've cooked everything out of this recipe book. So if you're searching for something on Cookidoo, if you just type in festive flavour and change the filter to collections rather than recipes, this book will come up, and you are bound to find something to please your family. Steamed chocolate puddings with prunes. Steamed chocolate and prune puddings. Get it right, Kyra. Hi, Cassandra. Yes, it is the best book. And you know what? It's not just for Christmas, because there's beautiful salads and beautiful desserts in here that I use all year round. So, like, seriously, look at these root vegetables. Like, there is so many chocolate, brownie, truffle. See, I'm just sort of all over the place. Gingerbread pavlova stack. So let me know. Give me some hearts if you've made a pavlova in your Thermomix before. I'd love to know how many of you have made a pavlova or given it a go. They are so super duper easy to make, hey? So good. As long as you make sure you do your vinegar wash beforehand, you're going to have that perfect peaks. Exactly what you want. Now I'm just going to grab my camembert and my pistachios nuts, because I forgot to get them out. Give me a second. Just chat amongst yourselves. I've got my streaky bacon here. Very unorganised today, aren't I? Very unorganised. Okay, streaky bacon, and what else did I say I needed? My pistachios. Give me a second. Good thing I checked, because we've got all this time. The shelled ones, because otherwise we'd be here forever. I have 2 thermies going today, and thank goodness for the thermi as the dishwasher broke this week. Oh my gosh, how good is it that we've got even the short wash on our thermies now. Streaky bacon and an egg. Give me a second, I'll grab an egg. I've got food everywhere at the moment because we've just been busy cooking and busy getting other ingredients and all that. So you might be a bit like me and have had a pretty crazy couple of lead up to Christmas. Just going to lightly beat that so it's all ready to go. And I also want to get my pastry brush. This one will do. I can't find the Thermomix one, but I'm sure you will forgive me. It's hot underneath this pack, just saying. Just saying. Oh, and the camembert. I didn't get the camembert out. Let me just chop open this streaky bacon that I got. Yum. And the camembert. So I'm pretty excited. I reckon that our cutters are not far away. We've been getting some information through from head office to, you know, access deals and stuff for consultants that didn't earn them out right, to actually place their orders so that they didn't miss out on them. So they're not far away, but you're going to want to see it in action. So the best thing to do is to grab your consultant, whether it's me, someone else. I'd love it to be me. If you don't have a consultant, I'm happy to adopt you and bring you into the Thermolish family, look after you. So if you are interested in knowing more about the cutter, please reach out to me, as we'll be doing demonstrations, and that's the only way you will be able to access the cutter, is to hold a demo. But there's different ways we can do that. It can be virtual. I will be running some group sessions, so you'll be able to bring a friend along with you, and we'll be doing it together with another couple of consultants. So it's all happening, all happening. Look at that, perfect timing. So it says we're supposed to put this aside and let it completely cool. Oops. Oops. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is pop this into the fridge for a minute, and I might just have to come back a little later. I'm so sorry, but I will. I'll be back once this has cooled down a little bit. Might even have to put it in the freezer. Looks good though, it smells amazing. Because this is our filling. Can you see that? Yum. So, I shall return. I will be back. I'll see you all soon for part 2.